coach in college basketball knows every other coach. But regardless, it's going to be fun to see this one today between two coaches that know each other and two teams that are going to get them.
Now we're underway. Maryland in white, Canisius in blue. Here's Rodney Rice into the starting lineup. Gives it inside to Juju Reese. Reese kicks it out. Selton Miguel, the three, no good. Rims out and into the arms of Evan Vander Plas. And he traveled.
And fell down there. That's a good start, though, for Maryland. Good find by Julian Reese. He's a bit taller than the players that Canisius has on him, so he's going to attract the double team sometimes. Good find to find the open. Miguel just couldn't knock it down.
Inbound goes to Reese. Gillespie back to Rice in the corner. No good. Just missing another three is Maryland. Canisius fighting here for the rebound. And now they'll come the other way. This is McMillan. He's the danger man. He has been phenomenal so far this season. Godfrey looking to find Vander Plas. It's Rice defending him. This is Tanacopa. He can shoot it from anywhere. Polesi back to Copa. Copa working on Rice. Doesn't have much time. He's going to give it off to Vander Plas. He's going to have to let it fly, and he hits it from way downtown. I think he took that one from Buffalo. Reese the other way, knocked out of his hands. Canisius with the lead and the ball not for long. Miguel the steal. It's Rice going up. He's fouled. And I'll have a chance for Maryland's first points from the free throw line. But how about this shot from Canisius? Vander Plas. Oh my.
Yeah, you said from Buffalo. I think that might have been even farther from maybe Canada almost. I mean, my goodness, what a shot. And you see the replay here. Miguel, good instincts to get that ball, and then Rice. He's shown some confidence early today in the starting lineup. That's good to see for Maryland.
He takes the spot of Deshaun Harris-Smith, whose two missed free throws were so costly against Marquette. Rice comes into the starting lineup and makes his first free throw of the night. He's got them both, and it's a one-point game. Terps and Griffs here just north of the nation's capital. McMillan trying to break down this phenomenal Maryland press. To the corner it goes. That's Polesi. Godfrey finds Copa. Copa to McMillan. Working his way inside as Vander Plas gets it back to McMillan. That's always a good idea, but he's going to have to get something up here. Vander Plas ran out of time. Great defense from one of the nation's top defenses in Maryland there.
Yeah, and that's, again, what you want to see from Maryland. You saw it really on the first possession where it forced a bad shot, but unfortunately for Maryland, that one went in. That's what you want to see, though, that shot clock violation. Really just not allowing Canisius to get anything going.
Gillespie, the queen, switches it over. Miguel, long shot, good. That's a three ball. Thought he had his foot on the line, Jack. He stepped back. That's good awareness.
Smart player, Selton Miguel is. Guy who's been in college basketball for a long time. He's been around. He knows the sport well.
McMillan across midcourt. McMillan to the hoop. No good, but a foul on Reese. And that's something McMillan's done a lot of this season, Jack. These will be his 33rd and 34th free throw attempts.
Yeah, and you talk about a guy like McMillan. He can really do anything on the offensive end of the court. He can shoot it. He can go into mid-range, score from there. He can get inside, draw a foul, as you just mentioned.
78% from the line. 4 games, 20 or more points. He's the first player to average 20 or more for Canisius. Since 2015, Malcolm McMillan did it. No relation.
And first player with 20 or more points in the first 3 games of the season since Larry Fogel back in the good year 1974.
This kid can score it at a rate that we have not seen at Canisius for some time. They think very highly of him. He cannot get the second free throw to go, though. Derek Queen with the board. Terps by 1. And a foul is called inside on Godfrey, I believe. Too much contact on Reese.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Reese being a couple inches taller than Godfrey. It's always going to be tough to guard that, especially with someone as skilled as Julian Reese.
Here's Gillespie. Miguel in the corner. Inside to Queen. Queen with contact. He gets the friendly bounce. Maryland up by 3.
And I'm going to sound like a broken record. Maryland just has too much size down there.
I think that McMillan, they've had a foot on the line there, so it's going to be Maryland ball. A quick turnover forced by Rodney Rice.
Yeah, and again, that's good defense, but back to this Queen play. Again, just too strong of a guy, just too tall of a guy, and he's going to score that with how skilled he is 9 times out of 10, you would say.
Queen, the one-handed pass. Miguel, no good on the 3. McMillan the other way, working on Rice. McMillan giving it off. Vander Plas goes out of play on Canisius. And it's going to be Maryland ball. Gillespie. Queen over to Miguel. Reese to Miguel into the paint. The nice finish and the foul. It's been all Selton Miguel so far for Maryland.
Yeah, he's really looking confident, not only shooting the ball a lot, but now making it a lot. That's a great move in. We saw him shoot it from 3 a couple times early. Now he's showing he can put it on the floor, get to the hoop, draw the foul, get the bucket.
It's a great finish. Well, Miguel, a little bit banged up, had kind of a slower start to the season, but Kevin Willard says the sky's the limit for this kid.
Really is. He's a guy that at South Florida, Amir Abdur-Rahim, the late great, called him the team's MVP last year, despite the fact that he was a 6th man.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable what he was able to do in limited time, Jack. An efficient player, and one that was immediately plugged into the starting lineup by Willard.
And for good reason, as we've seen tonight.
10 seconds called on Canisius. And we saw that a lot from Maryland against Florida A&M, Jack. It's that front court defense, I guess, in transition. It's so hard to get the ball across midcourt against them.
It really is. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to build out this early lead and keep it there.
Gillespie. That's a great find. Rice in the corner. Here's a 3. He's got them all. But that's all on Gillespie. A great pass, and now a steal. Rice going up, no. Tries to stick with it, keeps it in play. It's Gillespie, same spot, same result for Maryland. A timeout called by Canisius. How about that start for the hosts?
I mean, what a start that is for Maryland. Terps on an 11-0 run. They are firing on all cylinders right now from anywhere on the court. The press, it's really getting to them. And this pass from Gillespie to Rice, I mean, my goodness, you aren't going to see many players in college basketball who are able to make that pass, find the open man. This team can shoot it, this team can pass it.
Tonight's special edition MegaCast broadcast will be commercial ending their looks from the corner.
Well, and that started with the defense that was created by Gillespie. I'm a believer that the best offense is a good defense, and Maryland showed it there on that last sequence.
I think Kevin Willard agrees. That's certainly how he sets up his teams. This is Cam Palesi. Gives it inside. Dylan Godfrey up and over Reese. But a whistle goes against Canisius. I believe that's a walk. And that's going to be Maryland basketball again.
Is indeed, again, this Maryland team is figuring out how to do this defense thing pretty well. 8 turnovers for Canisius already.
Well, there's the turnover in Maryland until McMillan couldn't handle it. Out of play it goes. And it's going to stay with the Terps here on the offensive end. Here's Gillespie. To the corner, Rice, what a find, it's Queen, and he's not gonna miss that.
And after seeing Maryland shoot it a lot from the corner, really good vision from Rice to make that extra pass, get it to Queen for the easy bucket.
Canisius just trying to get it clear. It's Bernard, passes it off. There's a 3 that comes up short from Copa.
You don't want to do that if you're Maryland. You do not want to leave him open.
He's been phenomenal this season. Turnover by Queen. McMillan jumps with him and scores. Knocks out Queen's mouth guard there. A highlight bucket for 4 p.m. Canisius loves this kid, McMillan. He has really been a revelation for them this year. Here's Gillespie. Here's a long three, doesn't go. Reese jumped for it, but Godfrey will pull down the board. McMillan brings it across half court. Canisius, Jack, they're trying to slow things down a little bit here.
Yeah, they are, and that's pretty wise. Once you get it and break that press, you really want to slow things down if you're Canisius in a game where the offense is clearly struggling to build itself. You want to get it in this guy's hands mainly.
Absolutely. It's McMillan, the jumper, no good, back rim. Pulled down by Gillespie. Gillespie to Miguel. Selton Miguel dancing around, gives it back to Maryland's point guard. Gillespie, great find, it's Reese in the paint. His first 2 of the night.
It's so easy for Maryland right now on the offensive end. The movement off the ball this year has been excellent.
Queen steps to McMillan. It's Godfrey, an open look. Does not go. Queen and Reese fighting over the rebound. When you've got 2 guys that hungry for the ball, I don't know if that's necessarily a problem.
Not at all.
There's Reese, offensive end. Another 2 for Juju, and it's 22-6. Everything working for Maryland right now. McMillan, good find. Godfrey, near corner, doesn't go. Queen tips it to himself.
Shots just aren't falling for Canisius right now.
And the pace from Maryland's just unbelievable. Queen, unselfish. Miguel doesn't go. A fight for the rebound. Jump is going to be called, and Maryland is going to make a few subs here. Jay Young, Deshaun Harris-Smith, DeFar Gapare coming in, but let's take a look at this last bucket from Reese.
And again, great find from Selton Miguel. I feel like we're saying that a lot. 6 assists for Maryland so far, none on the night for Canisius. This Maryland court vision has been the key to the game so far.
I remember they just weren't getting those assists early on against Marquette. Tonight, completely different story. Ball movement has been the key.
Well, you see the score.
I would say it has worked out for Kevin Willard.
Absolutely.
This is Tana Copa, great shooting player out of Australia. Gives it off to Bernard. Bernard working on Rice. This is Senga. Senga to Gianni Thompson. Thompson, the high arcing jumper, no good into the arms of Reese. Maryland takes it back the other way. Rodney Rice, dancing, spinning, and passing it to Jay Young. Young inside to Reese, kicks it back out Young. Quick move to Rice, far side 3 doesn't go. Reese with the rebound, Reese with the putback, and it goes. All Maryland so far.
And Reese, a big part in that. On the glass, on the score sheet, he's doing it all for the Terps so far.
McMillan up to Senga. He's working on Reese. He loses it, and Young is going to take this the other way. Kapare to Reese. The 2 bigs connecting, and Reese wanted the foul. He didn't get it, but it's going to stay with Maryland here on the deflection. Terps winning the turnover battle by 7 thus far.
I was about to say, it's not particularly close. And again, with the assists that Maryland's getting, the assists that Canisius is not getting, and then those turnovers, that's always going to be a huge factor in any game that's played.
Queen inside for Deshaun Harris-Smith. Smith, he's looking to get his confidence back. Good find to make there. Kapare with the rebound. Jay Young off to Harris-Smith. Into the corner. Malachi Palmer, the 3, the freshman, hitting from the corner.
Big shot for Palmer. The coaches really believe in. They like him a lot.
Just another depth piece for Maryland if he can get going. A very, very talented freshman, another highly talented recruit. The high arcing layup doesn't go out of the way. It will stay with Canisius. Let's take another look at that last look.
Tyler.
I have not, but I'll tell you what. For Maryland, they've got a mystical beast of their own in the paint so far in Julian Reese.
Yeah, he's really been all over the glass so far today, and it's led to points. He's also just finding the right spots to be on the court as well for Maryland on the pick and roll, on the second chance points. He is doing it all for the Terps, and one of the many reasons why they're up big early in this one.
Well, Canisius, they are the only D1 team to have Griffins as a mascot. Maryland has two bigs tonight that really are going to be fun to watch at Queen and Reese, as Canisius just couldn't get that in time.
Really are fun to watch, and they've been fun to watch so far.
Jay Young up the court. How about that run? 22-2 for the Terps across the last 6 minutes. Unbelievable. Here's Queen to Young. Oh, that's a nice move by Jay Young. He gets the jumper to go.
What a move from Young. Great step back, create the space, hit the shot. Textbook there from Jay Young.
He's played a lot of college basketball, Jack. Tonight, his 107th career game, but that's just good stuff from Jay Young.
Smooth lefty shot there.
Bernard gives it off to McMillan. Canisius really needs this guy to get going if they want any chance to get back into this game. Bernard, low pass to Copa. He lives outside, had to work inside there. Gets over to Bernard. Bernard, oh, that's a nice move by Thompson. He just ran out of time.
And again, I can't even tell you the number of shot clock violations that Maryland has forced. They have been all over the defensive side of the ball.
Most telling thing so far for me, Jack, Maryland has taken 20 shots. They've made 11. Canisius has only taken 8.
That's what you want. That's a pretty good indicator to see who's playing better, who's hitting more shots. I mean, it really goes without saying, but Maryland doing that pretty well so far early.
Terps have already taken 10 threes. They made 4 of them. Palmer, he's got 1. Harris Smith thought about it. Hit 1 in the last game. Now he goes to the hoop, and he gets the finish.
And you mentioned confidence early on in this broadcast. Nobody needs a confidence boost more than Deshaun Harris Smith after missing the free throws in the last game. That's his game right there, getting to the hoop. Did it perfectly there.
Bernard takes a tumble. Young comes up with it. It's Harris Smith in transition. A quick 4 for him. And a quick timeout from Canisius. Let's take another look at Deshaun Harris Smith. Could this maybe be the spark for him?
And he's a talented player. This program knows it, and that's Deshaun Harris Smith in a nutshell. Finding ways to get to the hoop when really there aren't many ways to get there. He'll find them. That one, not as difficult, pretty easy. Defense into offense. That's what Maryland is doing so well tonight.
I think everything has really looked good for the Terps tonight so far. 33-6, Jack. I mean, look, Kevin Willard and Jim Christian, they have a great relationship. This is definitely a personal game for those two. And for Kevin Willard, he's got to be so proud tonight of the way his team has defended.
Absolutely. You see there the stat. No points for Canisius in the last 5 minutes and 19 seconds. Maryland on a 15-0 run. It's just impressive for the Terps. You don't go on a 15-0 run without the good defense that you play.
15-0, how about 28-2, Jeff? That is some impressive stuff for Maryland. You wonder if that Marquette game may be a wake-up call.
Certainly looking like it right now. You mentioned, again, we talk about confidence. Maryland doesn't look like they've lost any confidence in this one, and that's a credit to the coaching staff, to Kevin Willard, getting them ready to go and make a statement early on.
So Canisius getting across midcourt this time. They've had trouble with that tonight just because of how good Maryland's press has been. This is McMillan. Again, he's so good, averaging 22.4. Sanga to the corner, open man, it's Scott. But he can't hit the 3. Palmer with the rebound. He's looked good so far in his minutes.
He really has.
Here's Harris Smith. He's got the Terps last 4. That's a good find to Queen. Queen sticks with it and draws a foul, no basket.
Mentioned Palmer, the other freshman Queen, obviously is drawn most of the headlines. You can really see why tonight, and throughout his Maryland career, as you see, just need 3 guys around him to even have a shot at defending him. It's there for Canisius.
It's so incredible, Jack, to see a freshman command that much attention.
And it's deserved attention.
Here's Palmer. No good. Misjudged it, missed it long. Canisius coming back the other way with McMillan. McMillan. Nice floater there. Can he get the bounce? No, and Gapare gets the board. Gapare lost the ball. We've seen Queen take it coast to coast. Maybe Gapare thinking about it. Oh, that's a great pass. Freshman to freshman with the 3, the cherry on top.
That's how it's done right there.
Wow.
What a find from Queen. Again, that's one of the more underrated parts of his game.
The steal from Young. He takes it himself and scores. The Terps up by 32. This is unbelievable. A whistle is going to go here, I believe, against the Terps. The ref is not made
I think there
call
was
as to who it is. I think it's a problem with the clock.
yeah, it was a shot clock problem there, Tyler.
Let's take another look, though. Freshman to freshman. I have a feeling the kids are all right here at College Park.
I have a feeling we're going to be seeing that a lot throughout this year and throughout the future here at Maryland.
Look at the field goal percentage for Maryland. The defense just forcing bad shots. Canisius can even take one, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, Maryland, again, 33-2 run. That's remarkable.
Here's McMillan.
And like you said, Tyler, Canisius really needs him to get going, to get back close in this game.
Thompson inside. It's Sang up in the paint. No good. Canisius just can't buy a bucket right now. Here's Gillespie working his way inside, kicks it out. Miguel tries a 3. Of course it goes. Maryland can't miss. 41-6.
There's on fire, and then there's whatever this team is right now.
This is ridiculous. Scott to McMillan. McMillan working on Gillespie. He kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson, nice move. Inside, cannot get the finish. It's a 36-2 run. No good, a nice block. There's Reese, an and 1.
It's just too easy right now for Maryland. Even when the first shot doesn't go.
I'll tell you, Julian Reese has looked pretty good from the line this season. He's now 14 of 20 from the stripe.
Took the words right out of my mouth. A spot he's drawn a lot of criticism from throughout his Maryland career, but he's looked really confident. Again, we say that was the key to this game, is confidence. Reese has looked a lot more confident this year from the free throw line, and it's turning into results he makes.
Yeah, that's right, Jack. He's just shooting with so much more conviction. That's Copa from the corner. That's been his spot this year. Not there, though. Gillespie starting to slow it down for Maryland. It's a little shake and bake to give off to Miguel. He gets it back. Gillespie, the step back, the high arcing shot doesn't go. Gapare with the rebound, though. Terps will keep it. Here's Miguel up top. Steps inside the paint, knocks down the J to put the Terps up by 40.
And it feels like every shot that Maryland's missing, they're getting that second chance. 6 offensive rebounds for the Terps so far today.
So McMillan's going to take it the other way. Canisius trying to stop the 41-2 run, and it just isn't going.
McMillan's just forcing it right now. He's trying to get into this game too much as Miguel's pass just goes through Rice's hands. But McMillan, we know how good of a player he is, but they're just not falling for him right now, and he just took a tough contested shot.
He's taken a lot of shots this season. Selton Miguel, the step inside, and the J, splash.
He's taking a lot of shots tonight. Selton Miguel has 4 for 7 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. 11 points for the USF transfer. He's had a nice night.
Yeah, he has.
And I think we're seeing the Selton Miguel that Terps fans are expecting to see again. A bit banged up to start the year. This is the Selton Miguel that's going to be there all year for the Terps.
Bernard inside, up over Reese to stop the run. And the Maryland students letting out a cheer. For Canisius, they've shot 41% from the field this season. That number is just 20% tonight, Jack. I think it's been a matter of shots have not been falling. Canisius has created looks.
And the turnover problem is also very prevalent for the Griffs.
Oh yeah, Maryland's defense has looked really good tonight. This is Rice. To Palmer in the corner. Doesn't go. Reese. Rebound. Reese up and in. Julian Reese was not going to be denied on that one. He's already got 11. 6 rebounds to go with it.
He's been a machine.
He's been kind of hiding in the shadows because of how good Queen has been. Don't forget about him. He was all Big Ten last season.
Absolutely.
As Harris Smith grabs the rebound. Rice, transition 3, it doesn't go. Palmer the tip, he hustles to get there. That's a great play. Now Miguel in the corner. Harris Smith. Finds Palmer, extra pass, Rice, the spin, the score. Rodney Rice into the starting lineup, and he's proving why with a play like that.
And it just feels like Maryland's playing with an extra man out there right now. That's how dominant they've been in this game. That was just too easy for the Terps.
It's 50-8. We've got another media break in this half. Not that we're going to break, but still, it's just unbelievable how good Maryland has been. Here's Police. Vanderplas. The adjustment midair, it doesn't work. Reese with the simple board. Selton Miguel slowing it down. Kicks it over. Harris Smith, the 3, misses everything. Rice, though, keeping it in.
And that's Maryland, again, on the boards, on the offensive glass. They've been phenomenal.
Miguel to the hoop. He scores. Selton Miguel is up to 13 points.
And I hate to say they're dominating the glass and the offensive glass, but they're just dominating everything. So you don't want to say they're dominating one part of the game.
Bernard. Palesi, the spin, the jumper does not go. Selton Miguel off to Harris Smith. Miguel gets it back. Miguel puts it up. It does not go. Back rim. Reese fighting for it. It's grabbed by Dylan Godfrey. Vanderplas. Bernard trying to blow by Harris Smith. And he got the look, couldn't hit the shot. Now it's Harris Smith trying to take it himself. He lost the dribble. Canisius take it the other way. Here's Copa. Copa gets it back, steps inside the arc, can't hit the jumper. And Canisius right now is shooting just 3 of 20 from the field, and to some degree it is bad luck. I mean, these looks have not been that bad to be stuck with just 8 points. You got to think that's going to turn around. However, for Maryland, everything is just going right now.
Yeah, everything is just coming up, Terps. You mentioned it, Tyler, including this slick Rodney Rice spin move. First game in the starting lineup for him, and he has just been dominant so far tonight for the Terps. Another guy who's been dominant is number 9 right there, Selton Miguel.
How good has Selton Miguel been tonight, Jack? 13 points on the board
of the turnovers. Maryland 27 points off of those turnovers. The Terps are getting the ball back. It's been their great defense. and then they're getting points off of those turnovers, and that's what's given them this huge lead, with a combination of other things, of course.
So Jay Young is going to get us back underway. Going to find Safari Kapara here, top of the key. He's going to spin, put it up, no, but Reese climbs the ladder, he comes down with it, puts it back up and in and one.
Julian Reese almost has a first half double-double. He does have a first half double-double, excuse me. 13 points, 10 boards for the senior from Baltimore. What a night.
What a half.
What a half, that's what I'm saying. It's not even halftime, and it's got an opportunity to add one more right now.
It's crazy to say. I mean, he has been a walking double-double really since he got going his sophomore season for Maryland, but to do it in a half is unbelievable. He hits the free throw. Again, he's been solid from the free throw line this year. And the thing that sticks out the most to me about that, Jack, it's clear he put in the work in the offseason. He really did focus on improving that part of his game. He's trying to get back to his numbers. As a freshman, he shot 80%. And then down into the 50s his last 2 years. But again, shooting with a lot more conviction now. That's from time in the gym.
Really is. And it's credit to the coaching staff, because it's so hard to lose confidence in that department at the free throw line.
That's Ogeni from 3.
And that officially clinches Canisius a spot not in the history books. The fewest points in a half in Xfinity Center history was by American back in 2003. That was at 8.
I think that's what the season the building opened.
Yeah.
If not the second year. I mean, that is incredible to even be in the same air. I think that speaks to the defense tonight of Maryland. You talk about the poorly rated defense for Canisius, for the Terps, the opposite has been true.
Yeah, and Maryland has been one of the better defensive teams in the country the past couple of seasons, really since Kevin Willard took over. It's what he was known for at Seton Hall. Good defensive teams, teams that are going to hustle, teams that are going to fight for every loose ball. That's what this Maryland team has been so far this year.
Well, Derek Queen went to St. Francis Academy as a freshman in Baltimore. I had to call one of his games. It was against Calvert Hall. It was 55-11 at halftime. He's topped that here. 57-11 with his teammate at the time, Julian Reese, leading the charge. What a team that was.
Would not want to go to algebra class and then play them after.
Their entire starting lineup went D1, including Jonathan Lamoth, who was at Maryland last year. McMillan dancing around, gives it off to Sanga. Canisius could not get a shot off. The defense from Maryland, they don't care about the scoreboard, do they, Jack? They're going to be playing hard until the final whistle.
And neither does Kevin Willard over there on the sideline. He's still coaching like the game is tied.
And I think it gets to a respect the opponent thing, right? You just have to give the best effort you can.
And especially for these two coaches that respect each other so much.
Oh, absolutely.
And know each other so well.
Look, this is year one for Christian at Canisius. And while things have not gone to plan, their first 0-5 start since 2007, he's kind of laying the groundwork here. He's got a phenomenal scorer in McMillan. He's got a great shooter in Copa. And it's a 30-plus game season, Jack. I mean, you cannot write off the Griffs after a start like this. You just can't. There's so much talent on this team.
Especially in a conference tournament that's always wide open in the MAC. You never know.
Yeah, that's a fun league. It's a really fun league. There's Copa. He's showing right there why he could be a factor in March. Just a great, great shooter. As the final seconds are going to tick off the clock here in the first half, Gillespie going to hold it here for Maryland. Gillespie to the hoop. He calls his own number. He's going to head to the line for 2 free throws.
Gillespie hasn't scored a ton tonight, only has 3 points, but he hasn't needed to score a ton, Tyler, has he?
Yeah, Gillespie has just been so good this season for Maryland. He will make the first free throw. Just 11 minutes for him. Hasn't really had to do much Tonight, everybody has been so good. Gillespie makes them both. 59-14. Just under 8 seconds left to go here in the first half. Can Canisius get a bucket before they head to the locker room? No. The great defense by Maryland, the theme there in the first half, and it shows on the last possession.
Better than they've usually, or than them, I guess I should say, so far. But some shots from them just aren't falling so far tonight. And, you know, nights like that are going to happen. They can't let it bother them.
As Derek Queen inbounds for Maryland, who leads the largest halftime margin for the Terps this century. It passes a 39-point lead at the half in 2000 against Chicago State.
It's hard to, again, state how impressive this first half was from Maryland, but stats like that will say it for you.
Maryland's won a national championship since then. It's pretty crazy to think about.
Absolutely.
And this is a Canisius team that was 14-18 last season. You can't really look at that, though, because they've got 11 new guys. There's only 3 players on this roster who played minutes last season for the Griffs. Julian Reese, about as close as you can get there, it just doesn't go. But Jack, new coach, new roster, new everything for Canisius. And there's some growing pains here early.
Yeah, they just had to start over pretty much with this team. And they have the talent, again, as we mentioned. McMillan, the transfer from Central Michigan, leads the way, but he's just struggled so far tonight. Only 3 points for a guy that's only been under 20 once this year.
Here's McMillan. Can he get going? He's a top 30 scorer in the country. He's been held to just 3 tonight. He's trying to change that here. It just isn't going for him. He's 1 for 6 from the field so far. Gillespie spinning away. Gives it inside for Reese. The dunk. And his perfect night continues. I mean, it has just been so good. 17-10 for Julian Reese. Here's Miguel. Goes up top for Gillespie. One of the alley-oop, he'll settle for an assist. Wow. The Terps just keeping the pedal to the metal in the first minute here of the second half. And more on the Maryland Athletics YouTube. Back underway here from College Park. I'm Tyler Lochte. He is Jack Susanna. Canisius just trying to get some positives out of this right now. They've got too much talent to hang their heads. This is Sang inside. Pass to the corner. This is Scott working his way inside. The jumper doesn't go. That's Reese's 11th rebound. But he quickly gives it away. Good hustle by Ogeni. Canisius not giving up.
No, and that's what you want to see out of both these teams, is they're still playing like this game is tied.
And you got to respect Jim Christian for that. The three-pointer does not go from Gianni Thompson.
Christian's been a coach for far too long. He knows what he's doing.
Inside to Queen. I don't know how in the world it got to him. Hit off his hand, off the backboard. He gets it right back. He puts it up and in. And Derek Queen has 8 points so far, 4 rebounds with it. A solid night in limited time for the freshman, Jack.
Perfect from the field, perfect from the line as well.
You'll take that. This is Scott. Former Trinity College Trojan. As he just can't stay in bounds there.
And this Maryland defense is just causing turnovers left and right. It's now 17 turnovers for Canisius.
Jacoby Gillespie will take it across midcourt. He was so good last year as a Belmont Bruin. Missouri Valley Conference all-freshman team in his first year there. Here's Rodney Rice, a triple. 69-14.
Too easy for this Maryland team right now, every aspect of it.
Rodney Rice in the double digits now with 10. Bernard gives it off. Getting pass inside for Sanga. Sanga looking for somebody just to get open for him. And he finds somebody in the corner. A bouncing three doesn't go from O'Genny. Gillespie to Rice. Rice finds Queen. He steps back for the three, and it just doesn't go. He's 0 of 7 from there this year, but they've all been so close. And he wants to hit one here tonight.
The fans want him to hit one too. They were encouraging that.
From the corner, O'Genny. He shows DQ how it's done.
O'Genny's been good tonight. He's been open from 3. 6 points for him, 2 for 3 from deep.
Reese, unselfish. Derek Queen with the slam. And he's in the double digits now, 10 and 5.
Queen's just having fun right now.
A foul on Queen and an and one for Gianni Thompson. Let's take a look at what Derek Queen has been up to. It's impressive. Don't know how he got the ball, but he found the finish in the end.
That's just basketball instinct that Derek Queen has. And then here, just beautiful offense from Maryland. Queen's going to find the open space, and just too easy for him. For everyone on this Maryland team right now.
Now here's Gianni Thompson, such an interesting story. He's out of Brimmer in May in Chestnut Hill. He commits to Boston College. He stays home for Jim Christian, who was the coach of the Eagles at the time, follows Christian here to Canisius.
Yeah, and again, some familiarity, that's big for phenomenal, and he's going to be phenomenal for this Maryland team all year, really. Selton Miguel, just tonight, 13 points. Those are going to continue to keep coming in from the man from Angola.
Bernard into Thompson. This is William Scott, like I said, out of Triton College, where he was phenomenal. Three from the corner by O'Genny does not go. Whistle is called on Gianni Thompson.
Good play there by Tafari Gapari to just pick that ball up after the air ball, draw the foul.
And again, both teams, which I think is so telling of how they're coached, still playing like this is a tied game. Here's Gillespie, wants a triple. It just doesn't go at every part of the rim except for the net. Gillespie working for a steal, and Thompson gonna get another whistle.
Again, good instincts from Gillespie. He's been a pass all night. That's his second steal. Both of them have come from behind the half-court line. Just so impressive from the Belmont transfer, Jacoby Gillespie.
Gillespie throws it up for Reese. Here's Harris Smith, lost the ball and gets it back. Put off to Kapari. Jacoby Gillespie inside for Reese. He's been Maryland's star tonight. Gillespie takes it himself, and the foul. An and one for Maryland's number 0.
Just what he does. Jacoby Gillespie, such a talented player. Sees the lane to the hoop. And just a phenomenal finish there through contact. Get your reward at the line. That's what he does.
0, the hero on that one. How about 10 of 11 for the line for the Terps? They've gone to the line a lot tonight. Jack, they've made the most of it.
That's what you want from a team, is Jacoby Gillespie there. Makes his third of the night, makes it 11 for 12 for Maryland. And if you want to shoot your free throws and make them, as I might see some hot dogs into the crowd soon, Maryland, I think they deserve some hot dogs after this free throw performance.
And the hot dog throw, a tradition at every Maryland sport. Saw it at the football game the other night. In the corner, O'Genny cannot get it to go. Palmer, I'll tell you, he's been hustling all night long as he gets another rebound.
This has been his best game so far as a Terp.
It's been, I think, the longest look of him, and if you're a Maryland fan, you gotta like what you've seen as Reese collects another open arm.
Feels like Maryland's just getting a ton of and ones tonight. That's a credit to their ability to get in position at the rim, finish through contact. Reese doing it there beautifully.
So that foul on Anthony Bernard, a very interesting story. So he's out of Michigan. He went to Grosse Pointe South High School, the Blue Devils. And his high school is known for having hosted an NBA playoff game in 1960. The Pistons forgot to book their own arena for a game against the Lakers. It was a good one, 113, 112 in that building.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see a high school hosting an NBA playoff game anytime soon in 2024, but cool little nugget there.
Elgin Baylor had 40 for the victorious Lakers in that one. There's a pass inside, Palesi to the corner, it's Copa, can't find the finish. Rebounded by Maryland's number 6, Kapare, who works his way inside, and the whistle goes against him.
It's on Canisius there. He's not able to set position. That's what Tafari Kapare can do. Using his athleticism.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There.
Physical play. Kapare.
Now he gets an opportunity at the line.
Kapare. Good on the first. How good has Maryland been from the stripe tonight?
I think Malachi Palmer was so used to the and ones that he ran back on defense thinking it was an and one.
We've seen a lot of them. Kapare gets it to go. Maryland is up by 60 points. Here's McMillan. Can he get going? Not there. Braden Pierce with the rebound. Jay Young bringing it the other way. Here's Kapare. To Palmer. Palmer working his way inside. He draws a foul.
Kevin Orr steps off the bench. I think he wanted to shoot that ball, the assistant coach there, but good play by Palmer, recognizing the space he had to drive and get bumped, go to the line.
So Palmer has 6 points, 3 rebounds. And that is his first collegiate free throw attempt. It goes.
He's got the highest percentage in college basketball history right now.
Hey, congrats to him. That's an impressive feat. And a great stat from you there, Jack. I'm sure you spent hours digging that one up.
He's still got it.
Yeah, he does. 100 from the stripe. For him, they really have been free throws. The high pass off of Bernard and out.
Bernard, not a very tall man. He's going to have to go up to get that one. Only at 6 feet.
Here's Pierce finding Harris Smith. He kicks to Palmer. There's the three. It doesn't go. Missing short is Palmer, but he gets the rebound. A hustle board for number 7 in white. Jay Young to Pierce. Young gets it back. Thought about the three. Takes it himself and finishes off the glass.
Good move from Jay Young. He's going to be an important piece to this Maryland team, and he's shown some good stuff tonight. That step back bucket earlier and then just getting to the rim there.
He's up to 6 here tonight on 3 shots. He's made them all. Sangha inside. Bernard, a great cut. And a great bucket there for Canisius. Harris Smith slowing it down. Kicks to Young. He wants the triple. Can't get it to go, missing far rim.
He's got an interesting left-handed form. The ball stays up in the air forever when he shoots.
Copa fakes the three, works his way inside. Now Sangha does the same, and he walked. Let's take another look at the finish from Young.
Jay Young there, just really smooth to the rim, and then you see Bernard, good cut, catches Kapare sleeping. Just a a little up and under reverse. Good move from him.
Here's Pierce to Young. Wants a three in front of the bench. Not there. Gapare gets the rebound on the tip from Pierce. And we've got another stoppage here. 83-21. Maryland up big. And for the Terps, I think all the buzz in College Park.
He's been the king of College Park so far this year.
He has, and he's leading Maryland in all three of these categories on your screen, including 20 of the 30 rebounds coming into tonight. In that opener, the most boards by a Terp in a game since the great Joe Smith back in the 90s in a tournament game against Texas.
Well, just to think, there was so much hype coming in for Derek Queen, and then to back it up in your first game with a 20-20 performance, you could not have asked for a better debut and a better first couple games so far of his collegiate career.
And his first real test against Marquette, he looked good as well. He looked
great.
Comfortable. Everybody for Maryland just looked comfortable today. Here's Harris Smith. Works his way into the paint. The fadeaway doesn't go. Canisius gonna take it back the other way. Bernard. The kick, the three, missing short is Godfrey. Harris Smith kicks it out. Palmer the triple, no. Back rim and out. Palmer has had so much confidence tonight.
He really has. That was a good pass from Harris Smith, too.
That's Copa. He'll hit those.
He really will.
That is now all 6 games this season, Jack. He has hit multiple threes. That's impressive.
It is.
From the Aussie.
For a team that's winless so far this year. It's not easy to do.
There's Pierce inside. Spins out of danger. Puts it up. No! But Jay Young fired out of a cannon. He gets the putback bucket.
It's great instincts again from Young. That's what it feels like Maryland. They always know where to be on the court.
Terps have really been swarming number 34 in blue tonight, McMillan. Bernard calls his own number, puts it in softly off the glass. He's up to 6. And Canisius up to 26 tonight. There's Jay Young. Gapare. This is Harris Smith. Palmer. Jay Young in the corner. It does not go. Gapare fighting hard for it, and Godfrey comes out of the pile with it. It's Bernard. It's Godfrey, a three. Into the arms of Palmer, who's got another board. That's his 5th to go with 8 points. Jay Young to Pierce. Deshaun Harris Smith. That's a good find. That's Jay Young. Oh, couldn't find the layup, but he gets it back, waits and scores. The patience, from the crafty vet.
Sort of a look what he found on the ground type thing, and again, that patience so important around the rim. Good move from him there.
He's got his first double-digit night for the Maryland Terrapins. Foul there on the shot. Let's take another look at the hustle here by Young. He just didn't give up on the play.
And you see there,
somehow misses that, sees the ball on the ground, picks it up and scores.
And it's so tough to bounce back from a missed layup that you know you should make. Young doing a great job at it there.
Jay Young came into this game with 7 points this season. Jack 10 tonight.
Phenomenal night for him. And again, this feels like a breakout game for so many players. For Young, for a guy like Palmer as well.
And for Canisius, Tanacopa's a legit sniper from 3. 18 coming in. He's added 2 more tonight. Again, multiple threes in every game for Copa so far this season. That's Pierce. He's open. He slams it down. Former IMG ascender with big play in the paint. Scopa from his spot, the corner. Just haven't been falling for him tonight, though.
They haven't been falling for anybody. For Canisius, for McMillan, for Copa.
Good
Just not been
idea
there.
from Pierce, but goes the other way. Copa, foot on the line, it goes. That's a 2. You know, we were talking before this game with Canisius SID Matt Rittenauer, and he said Copa's awareness of the three-point line is so good. Rice that time shows his awareness. He is well behind it, and he knocks it down. But again, it's just so strange to see a guy like Copa not know where he is on the court, and it's just been that kind of night for Canisius. It's going to be a foul on Maryland, who lead this game 92-30. And again, I really think the defense has been telling the story for the Terps, but the offense is not far off tonight. Pierce with a big slam.
Good for him to get involved. The guy redshirted last year. Now getting some run this year. And Rodney Rice from the corner. He's been doing that all year.
Rodney Rice has 13 tonight, Jack. In his first night in the starting lineup, there's McMillan. The take, the score, the foul. And that could be the spark he needs to finish this game strong.
Yeah, Pierce there caught in the wrong spot, and McMillan able to take advantage, draw the foul, get the bucket.
Let's go back to Alexa Wooten down on the sideline.
Tough non-con game in Chicago against Loyola.
Well, tonight, how about Bernard's play for Canisius, a bright spot?
Yeah, he really has been. He's been able to find those spots. He's not the tallest guy in the court by any means, but he's able to get open. You see there cutting, getting the reverse layup to go. That's sort of been his game. He'd also shoot it a little bit and then play some good defense like we saw right there from number 3 in blue.
But now number 34 in blue is headed to the line. It's McMillan, and he hits. Least amount of points that he has scored in a game this year was 18 against SIUE. That is Miguel from deep, no good. McMillan, we just said, is low on the year, 18. He's got 6 right now. This is a guy who had 20 at Arizona.
Yeah. And again, I think it's an interesting measuring stick for the Terps. Arizona did not do this to Canisius.
No.
What Maryland is doing is unprecedented.
Arizona, who was number 10 in the country at the time, beat Canisius by less than 30. Now, it should be said, Maryland has had time to do their homework.
Yes.
And this is a new Terp team that started to gel, but I think that a very impressive point still remains, that Arizona is one of the best teams in the country, a team that really could make a run in March.
Absolutely.
And the Terps are completely just blowing what Arizona did out of the water. That game was 93-64. Look at your score now.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Arizona, obviously they dropped the one at Wisconsin, but still a very, very good team down there in Tucson.
You know, that Madison, a tough place to play on the road. Here's McMillan, takes it inside, and Pierce says no. He just blocked one of the best scorers in the country.
Big Braden down low. He showed his free throw stroke on the other side. Now how about the defense from him? Great block there.
His second of the year.
It's just perfect positioning from him.
Bernard trying to get this in, and he will. A 3 contested, McMillan! That would have been a heck of a play before the shot clock.
And Pierce doing a nice job on the rebound. You gotta remember, Braden Pierce is focused on baseball for a lot of his life, and he was focused on playing baseball at the next level. And realized he's pretty tall and give basketball a try full time, and boy, has that decision paid off for him.
Harris Smith does well there to earn a trip to the line. And this is gonna be 2 shots that a lot of College Park is very interested in. The guy with all the talent in the world last season coming in, he has shown flashes. His defense, by the way, is excellent.
Absolutely.
The 2 free throws last night, or excuse me, last game, Just couldn't go. How big is it for him to hit that one?
Huge.
To
Absolutely
focus
enormous.
up, get his confidence back right, and knock that one down. That is not easy to do.
Not at all. Especially with, how dejected he was after the game. This is the second one. But had, towel over his head. It's really hard to come back from that. So credit to him for making that first one.
Here's McMillan, the triple. No good. It's just been an off night for him. He is such a phenomenal player. Scored over 400 points in his first 2 seasons before coming here. NJIT, and then last year as a Chippewas, you said, Central Michigan. He averaged just 7.2 points per game though, across his first 2 seasons. Over 22 coming in. Jack, you wonder just this new system, something about how Jim Christian runs things that has allowed him to flourish, and Maryland saw that tape and responded accordingly.
And credit to him.
Here's Miguel, the triple does not go. Harris Smith mistimed the dunk attempt. (95-33). McMillan inside. Malachi Palmer says no. And Miguel at the other end, the nice finish. That's just beautiful basketball. What a night for Palmer, though.
Crafty from everybody over there, including Malachi Palmer on the defensive end.
And Derek Queen goes to check himself back in, and you can hear the students behind us, Jack. They're fans of number 25 already.
They are. Why would you not be?
Saying up. McMillan in the corner. No good. Thompson follow-up, no. Palmer with the tip out to Rice. Rice lost the ball, gets it back. Here's Rice. Stops on a dime and cannot hit the jumper. Bernard taking it the other direction. It's a good find inside. McMillan kicks it out. Thompson out of bounds. Let's take another look at the transition play from Maryland. It all started with Malachi Palmer. Wow.
Get that out of there. What a block from him. And then Selton Miguel with the crafty finish. This Maryland team is just rolling tonight.
Now the students behind us believe Derek Queen is in this game to do one thing, and that's hit a 3. And I don't know if that would be the worst thing to put that on tape. He's taken a lot of them.
And we know he can shoot them.
Yes, he can. Here is Queen. Kicks it over to Deshaun Harris-Smith. The dribble, the 3, no good. Queen rises to get it though. And he's denied by the bottom of the backboard. That seems to be the only thing that can defend him tonight. He's been that good. Just too tall and away. Vanderplas loses it. Harris-Smith. Here's Palmer, the nice finish. And he's up in the double digits. And the Terps are a point away from the century mark.
Maryland now has 7 guys in double figures. Last time they did that, December 23rd, 1995, they played a team called Towson State. Towson was still referred to as Towson State back then. They had 8 players in double figures that night.
Staying up. Kicks it over into the corner is Thompson. Off the top of the backboard and into the arms of Gapari. And that might be the easiest board that he will get this season. Here's Jay Young, offensive end. He is fouled as he goes up to try to make the pass. Well, let's take a look at the bucket to get it to 99. The steal from Harris-Smith. The finish from Malachi Palmer.
And Palmer has just really broken out tonight. He's had a phenomenal game, both on the offensive and defensive end. But another guy that's had a phenomenal game, members also in the pep band as well. So they're all at rehearsal. Some of them are in the pep band, and of course the non-marching band members of the pep band. there as well, and then the marching band members who are not in the pep band are either at rehearsal or sitting on the broadcast table.
I'll tell you, Jack, there's been a lack of pep this year since you stepped away to focus on bigger things, not better things, but bigger things. As Jay Young hits the free throw, Terps to 100.
115th time the Terps have hit 100.
That's
in program history.
That's insane.
Last time was against Alcorn State last year.
115 times. Ben Murphy getting an extended look here, the walk-on, wearing number 40.
Now, one guy we haven't seen tonight is Jordan Geronimo. He's still on the bench. Don't know if there's an injury designation. He wasn't listed as questionable or anything on the availability report. We knew no Chance Stevens tonight, as McMillan hits that one. We knew no Chance Stevens, but no Geronimo tonight. That was not known coming in. So, see what Kevin Willard says about that.
It's got to be an injury. He has really been a great player for Maryland this year, especially on the defensive end.
And that's what they brought him in to do. And maybe he was forced into more of an offensive role than he was comfortable with last year. But now seeing him on the defensive end, he's been phenomenal this year for the Terps.
There's Jay Young. Shake it big. Palmer. Step back triple. No good. Front rim. So as we currently stand, a win of 68. If the Terps can keep it at that number, that would be the second largest win in program history. The three missing everything. Palmer with another rebound. Number they want to get to is 75. It was against North Texas in 1998. Jay Young for the pass. Pierce tipping it up. It's Murphy. The walk-on hits a triple and fires up the students, fires up the bench. Terps are not obeying any speed limits tonight. 104-35.
All gas, no brakes, even for the walk-ons.
A layup good at the other end. Lucas Sattel is the other walk-on, and he's waiting his turn. I think Kevin Willard's going to call a timeout to get him in. Ben Murphy had his moment. Let's see if Sattel can get one as well. And Kevin Willard says, Jack, as we watch this moment back, that when the walk-ons play, that's always a credit to the entire team. That's a team reward. And Murphy, see those guys get minutes.
Murphy's probably good enough to be a scholarship player on some teams around the country. See Pierce there.
Working his way inside. He's going to have a trip to the line.
But yeah, Murphy, his first career three-pointer, and Kevin Willard said last year he's one of the best walk-ons that he's ever coached. He's a talented player, Ben Murphy is.
Wow. What a night for Maryland. They currently lead by a ton, and Pierce cannot get that one to go. Lead is 67. Braden Pierce, no good on both. Palesi. The pass. It's David Maggi has the two walk-ons fight for a board. Gapare up and in. And he went hard into that video board. Good to see that he is back up. That's Murphy, the rebound. Murphy, the long ball for Gapare. Inside to Pierce. Pierce turns up and in.
Nice finish.
To Julio into this game for Canisius. He's working on Pierce. A bit of a mismatch, I'd say.
Just a little bit.
Here's Scott. The step back, the spin. Good defense there by Sattel. To Julio. Puts it up. It does not go, and Gapare gets the rebound. I think Maryland is not going to hold this thing out. I think they're going to try to get one more, and now the stop sign comes out from Kevin Willard. What a night for the Maryland Terrapins, Jack. Kevin Willard, even this, not enough to put a smile on his face. But there are smiles on many here at College Park. The second biggest win in program history. They take it by 71.
What a night for Maryland. Every single